he fought last night, and but he had came out, say like on a Thursday, Friday, and said challenged the UFC to put him in the octagon. Well, he lost on Saturday night. He got knocked out. I think the UFC needs to look at Kermit Cintrone and maybe take that offer and put him on the same date as Mayweather McGregor. Maybe not in the same venue. They probably can't get a ring and octagon in the
They
T-Mobile.
can't. They say they're only going to do a ring
One
for that night, but they could do a Friday night fight
a
the night
Friday.
before.
Yes, I think they got to jump on this with Cintrone. Cintrone has 6 losses in the ring, 4 of them by knockout. He is, I believe, a 2-time national wrestling champion. See, that's why Kermit Cintrone believes the UFC has avoided him for all these years. There was a point when Cintrone had challenged, I believe it was Matt Sierra back in the day for the UFC title, and Dana White wanted no part of it. And Cintrone kept saying it was because he was a national wrestling champ. And then also one of the strongest punchers in the welterweight division at that time. Remember, Cintrone probably got his career ruined by Antonio Margarito, for those of you forgetting. Margarito, who was using plaster at the time, beat an undefeated Cintrone twice, knocked him out. And we don't know if Margarito was cheating when he did it. Most likely he was. And that's just a terrible defeat or, bad luck on Cintrone's part in his career. But he was one of the best. He fought an undefeated Angulo, beat him. He had a draw with Sergio Martinez, was robbed against Paul Williams. I mean, there's a lot in his boxing career that I think the UFC could use. He even fought Saul Alvarez. They could put highlights of that on their show and then put him in with one of your best MMA fighters and try to get a huge win right before it's most likely McGregor's going to be embarrassed by Floyd Mayweather. So I think with Cintrone coming out this week and saying he wants to be UFC, Dana White should really look into that. And I think you just had a great idea, Lee. Friday night, Cintrone versus who's the other champ at 154 in the welterweights? Do you know any top?
Yeah, but no, he can't fight. He's not ready for that level.
It doesn't matter. McGregor's not ready for Mayweather. They're doing it. It doesn't matter. Right now, what Dana White needs to do is damage control. And if he can get Cintrone beat the night before Mayweather probably beats McGregor, that to me is a great move for the UFC. I would jump all over it.
Okay, so at 155, which would be the weight limit, he's not in the league of a Benson Henderson whatsoever. His
Neither is
jiu-jitsu,
McGregor.
no, but Benson Henderson's jiu-jitsu, he just had a strictly jiu-jitsu match on Friday night on Fight to Win against arguably one of the best, and he beat him. So he's not going to go up against a black belt. He's not that stupid.
I think he is. No, wait, hold on.
No, you know what? He could fight Nate Diaz. He could go up.
Yeah, I like that. There you go.
They trade hands. Because Diaz is dumb enough to do that.
He's a wrestler /
Yeah, no,
boxer.
wrestler's not gonna. Dude, wrestler ain't gonna stand up to a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
You ain't gonna reach out and grab him either. I've already told you this many times. I hate the fact that people think you can just reach out and grab a professional boxer. You can't do that.
No, but you could put your head down and plow through him and stick him on.
And that's when his wrestling comes in. I think he could defend a shot. You see where I'm going with this? Like, I think that's a great.
I think the fight is Nate Diaz. If you actually
and I like that one too.
Because Diaz brothers like to trade hands, and his jiu-jitsu is black belt caliber, so it's got all kinds of entertainment value. But it's not going to happen.
Hey,
we're playing armchair quarterback.
I like the fight. It builds right into the next night. Why not put a boxer in the octagon, an ex-world champ? Lee, 39 wins, 30 knockouts. Put that record up there on the UFC television. Put all of his highlights up. I think it's a great move. I don't see why they wouldn't do it. I would put him in with Ben Henderson. I don't give a shit. Why would the UFC give a damn about the boxer?
Benson Henderson is legitly that good.
So is Mayweather.
Eh.
Oh, you stop. Lee, come on.
Here's the thing. You want my prediction right? If going into this fight, do I think he's going to knock him out? I don't think he's going to knock him out.
Who? Who's going to knock
Mayweather's not going to knock McGregor out.
No.
He'll take a 12-round decision.
No, TKO. TKO. They're not going to go 12. You have it right. Go with your
You know what, everybody?
feeling.
Go to my Twitter feed, type in Lee Honish. I just forwarded a link to McGregor's training. You know what? They took the gloves off of him, and he's practicing with one of those pool toys where he gets slapped on the head. And
Lee, it's all fake. Lee, it's fake. Don't believe that. I think
looks nice and slow. I mean,
I think McGregor is playing Floyd on those videos. Come on, throwing cards in the air.
Pool
toys.
The boxing people are just eating his shit up.
Yes, sir.
Poor fella is so out of his depth.
Lee, I think they're fake. I'm begging that those videos are staged. McGregor's that type of guy.
The current one where he's basically just getting hit in the head with a pool toy while he's practicing jabbing,
and then
without any gloves on.
He's missing. I don't even know what. It's just terrible. It's terrible. But you know what? I'm leaning towards those are staged. Those are trying to get Floyd to be more relaxed in his training. They don't want Floyd to go hard. They want him to look at these videos and think this is an absolute joke. I'm going to just run around for 12 rounds and outbox him, and then maybe McGregor has a chance to land something.
I lean towards a disqualification within the first 3 rounds.
No, you have it right. You have it absolutely. I'm totally with you on that, Lee. I do not see McGregor allowing Floyd to embarrass him for 12 straight rounds. No way. No way. Once his fans start booing, the fight looks like it's a no contest. Expect an elbow, a headbutt, and he's going to say after, I'm sorry, I come from a sport where it's real fighting, and all of his fans are going to cheer, and then he's going to challenge Floyd. And Floyd's going to smile and say, oh, no. And then they're going to start calling him a coward. You mark my words, you guys. Floyd is not getting out of this without being called a coward for not fighting McGregor in the octagon. McGregor's going to get man points. All of his fans are going to give him respect. They're going to be like, dude, you got in the ring. We all knew you were going to lose, but you know what? You hit Floyd. You got to Floyd a little. That fucking dude would never fight you in the octagon. Mark my words.
There you go. How much closer are we to Ragondiao? I don't know why they call him Ragondiao. It's Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux and Lomachenko. Why isn't this happening?
I think Lomachenko doesn't want anything of Rigo. I'm dead serious. Look, now he wants to go to 135 out of nowhere. What happened to unifying 130s? He challenges you at 126, and the next day you're out of there. They give him the counter offer of 135. The dude's at what, 122 right now, Lee? Lomachenko doesn't even have a fight, has no super fight. This is at least a huge fight. This is a payday. This is a main event.
Yeah, I agree. I don't understand it. I mean, clearly this is the summer of matching up the best versus the best, right? This is what this summer has become. Boxing is pulling out all the stops to see if there's any money left in boxing. And people are throwing out whatever they could throw out. Case in point, Broner Garcia. Once again, PBC throwing spaghetti against the wall and hoping for the best. You're going to lose one of your stars in that fight. You're going to lose someone.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, look they got Broner a 5-1 underdog, Lee.
As he should be. I think he's damaged goods, and I think they're banking on Garcia.
And he's not possibly struggling to make the 140 division. You know, Broner was joking around about it on the press conference, saying he has too many baby mamas and kids to not make weight. And I just didn't like that statement at all, because it already means that he is going to probably struggle to make the junior welterweight division. You're going to say that Garcia is a better boxer, but I think you got to bring into that Broner has always looked good against smaller opponents, dominates them really. Mikey Garcia is a smaller opponent. He's moving up in weight to face Broner. This is now 2 weight divisions, I think, for Garcia. So Broner's got that at least going on his side going into this fight. But overall, when you see the bookies put Garcia up as a 5-1, they're not doing that because they like giving away money, right, Lee?
No, not at all. I mean, they're hedging the bet because look, Broner's damaged goods. It's just going to take a real fighter to expose him as damaged. And the PBC's not waiting for him to be a tragedy, which he's going to be. We all know, I don't want to play Nostradamus here, but I think I can safely tell everybody what the outcome of Adrian Broner's life is going to be like. I don't think it's going to be jail. I think the guy's going to wind up dead because he's stupid. I mean, he's legitimately stupid.
He got shot at like 8 times the other day.
He can't handle money. He can't
in his
handle
own city
fame.
too, Lee.
He claims to have, bipolar depression, whatever the fuck issues are going on with him.
Oh, yeah, that's true,
you know what?
too.
Fucking handle your scandal, bro, and keep your shit in your pants. Because he legitimately believes he's in this fight. Well, I'm glad there's somebody on his side. I'm not one of those people. I will be amazed if he makes it to the ring. PBC's trying to milk him for one more fight. They invested millions into that guy, and he didn't pay off.
Nope.
We were there, PBC episode 1, when he was one of the 3 guys that they were propping up. One of. He's the only one that hasn't lived up to it.
He showed discipline issues early. Al Heyman still gave him millions. Terrence Crawford has shown discipline problems. Top Rank has held him back. I think there's a reason because of that. Fernando Vargas showed discipline problems to Top Rank. They moved him. They sent him to main events. Sometimes you got to do this with these kids. You got to make them prove that they can grow up and be men, act like professionals.
Yeah, we've said it a million times on this show, and
Broner never had to do that.
Everybody hold on to your penis. Is that better than saying hold on to your dick? Hold on to your dick. Here comes your warning. It's not a racial statement. You can take the guy out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the guy. You can't.
Yeah, sometimes.
You take someone from a socio disadvantaged situation, right? Give him lots of money. He's fighting because it either gave him direction, focus, or the ability to stand up and fight in the situation that he's in, based on the climate he grew up in, right? Either the person elevates, or, right, you have Broner, or our next story, you're Jermaine Taylor.
Oh man!
Reports now he's flat fucking broke.
Yeah.
Out fucking standing. How long till he's a splatter on the pavement?
I'm talking 2 Bernard fights, Kelly Pavlik fight, Carl Froch,
hundreds of millions of dollars.
Arthur Abraham.
He had to be just shy of $100 million based on.
No, I don't. I don't know if he made, but Lee, we're talking millions.
But he had at least 10 fights that they had to reach multiple millions per fight. He could have gotten off. Yeah. I mean, he generated that kind of revenue.
Yes, he was the undisputed middleweight champ.
Yeah, that's big paydays. That's endorsement deals. That's all that and then some. It's tens of millions, close to hundreds of. It's got to be just shy of $100 million. I don't know what his career earnings would have been like, but it's literally tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars pissed away. Shot your cuz is just
5 times too.
Dude.
And it was over car damage.
Yeah.
His cousin borrowed his car and I guess brought it back with some damage on it. When Jermaine asked him what happened, he said he didn't know. He goes in the house and grabs a gun?
Yep.
That is insane, man. And then they didn't even put him in jail.
Right.
He got out and he pulls a gun on a family. They put him in a halfway house. He beats somebody in the halfway house. He beats him up.
He's facing lawsuits. He's a car crash.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what's the death watch on this guy? He takes his life or somebody shoots him?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on.
I'm hoping he gets better, Lee, but yeah, it doesn't look good right now. He looks like he's on a
I see the title of this show shaping up. Death Watch on Jermaine Taylor.
Nah, I ain't getting you nowhere. A lot of these kids don't even remember.
Deadpool, Jermaine Taylor. The Deadpool.
You're so wrong.
Woo! Can he make it to the end of the year? Would you take that bet? Do you think he can make it to the end of the year alive?
I'm hoping, Lee.
No. If you had to bet, we're talking college education. Your daughter's got a legit shot.
I would say the end of the year, yes. I would say yes, he's going to make it.
18 months? Would you bet on 18 months?
Well, it depends if they let him release him, I don't know where
it gets to be a sketchier bet, doesn't it?
Yeah, if they release him back to the streets, I don't know what this guy's capable of doing anymore.
Right? He's gonna rob a liquor store. That's next. It's gonna be a stupid